Hey guys, I am Mr. Bo and welcome back to another Destiny video. In today's Destiny video, I wanted to talk about what you guys want to see in Destiny this year. Earlier this week, I actually did a video talking about what I want to see improved and added to Destiny in 2015, and I asked you guys what you would like to see, so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing in this video, is talking about what you guys want in Destiny. So I've gone through all the comments and I've taken your feedback on what you want to see, and some of you guys had the same ideas for what you wanted to see, so if you did have the same idea as some other people, I'll mention that quickly, but hopefully I can get through everyone's comment. So to begin with, Tom Perez says he'd like the ability to skip cutscenes. He says that's a must-have, and I completely agree. You should be able to hold down B or hold down X to actually skip that cutscene, because it's annoying when you start a mission and you have this long cutscene before it, or if you finish a mission and then you have a cutscene after it. It's okay if you have to see the whole cutscene the first time you watch that, but after that you should be able to skip it, so I completely agree. Make cutscenes skippable. I know a lot of people have wanted this one. Moving on, Eternity Gaming says he'd definitely like to see cutscenes before and after the raid, strikes and missions. For instance, he says he'd like to see how Crota enters and what happens when we defeat him, not just stand by a crystal and then he magically appears. And again, I agree with that. We saw this awesome cutscene trailer for The Dark Below which introduced what the raid would be about. Crota, we saw him there standing with a load of hive around him. Why couldn't we have seen something like that just before the battle against him? It would have been super awesome to see him spawn in and then it cuts back to gameplay and then we have to go and kill him. Eternity Gaming also would like more planets. He'd like some bigger maps for more medium to long range distance. I assume he means Crucible maps. He'd also like more Crucible modes, and again, this is a big thing that I want to see. When you have a multiplayer game nowadays, it has a load of different modes, not just team deathmatch. That's pretty much all that Destiny has. We have Control and we have Salvage, which are the two sort of more objective based game modes. I want to see some Capture the Flag, I want to see some Infection type game modes, I want to see some Oddball. Make those fun game modes and add them into the game, because sometimes it does get a little bit boring just killing people backwards and forwards. Add some more objectives in there. He'd also like some more expansion packs after the House of Wolves expansion, which is funny because we actually got a leak a few days ago which suggests that we're going to actually get that. He'd also like to see an increase in the marks that you can earn a week. At the moment it's 200, that's the cap. Maybe increase that up to 300, and maybe also increase the glimmer cap from 25,000 to maybe 50,000 or 100,000. And again, I agree on all your ideas so far. We then have Josh Slayer 24, and he says he'd like a trading system. He's been waiting to get the icebreaker and it's annoying because one of his friends actually has it and can give it to him. Now, while I don't agree on having a full-fledged trading system where you can go to somewhere in the tower, trade items, I don't think that will work in Destiny. I think that would break the game, but I'd like to see something like we have in Diablo. Perhaps you and your two fire team members complete a nightfall strike, you get patience and time, but you've already got that, and your friend gets the icebreaker. Now, he doesn't want the icebreaker, but he'd really like patience and time, and you would really like the icebreaker. Have an option where you can select to trade with that player in your fire team, and if he agrees to it, you then swap rewards at the end of the Nightfall Strike, raid, or whatever it may be. Have the trading system solely in that mission and your fire team. Don't have it to everyone. So I think that would be a really good idea on how they could implement a trading system into Destiny. Northern Studios says he'd like more use for Motes of Light, e.g. exotic and legendary gear sold by vendors. That would be really cool, just having something more to spend those Motes of Light on. The main thing you can really spend your Motes of Light on are the things that the speaker sells at the moment, as well as the Xur engrams, and that's really what I spend my Motes of Light on, getting those exotic engrams and then decrypting them at the Cryptarch. So yeah, I definitely like to see some more uses for Motes of Light. He also says he'd like to see some better exotics for Warlocks, and as a Warlock myself, I agree with this. It seems like Warlocks just have their stuff not quite as good as the Titan and the Hunter, and we always get the same things from Xur every week, which is really annoying. And he also says, what about some raids but just for 4 people? Have smaller raids. And I think that'd be a really cool idea. Perhaps have them lower level, so for those people who aren't level 30 or above, who are lower level, perhaps level 20, 21, and just want to have an experience of what a raid could be, have a smaller raid for people. I agree with that. I think that'd be really cool to implement. Bongo Football 14 also would like to see an increase in the glimmer, like Eternity Gaming. Devin Sheehan also lists off a load of things he'd like to see, like new planets, new gun types, new classes, class only missions, new subclasses, new bounties, and new public events, and that is a whole lot of stuff, and I could agree on all of those there. King Pack Vision would like to see some more game modes like survival or infected. He says he's tired of killing players and doing the same strikes and raids over and over again, and that goes back to my point, in more game modes in the Crucible, Infected would be a really cool game mode with the ability to blink and things like that. I think it would really mix up the game. We then have Ron Furia Alonso, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, and he lists off a load of things that he would like to see. He'd like to have the option to change the voice actor for the ghost. He'd like some higher vault space, and I know a lot of people actually want that. Again, he'd like a higher glimmer cap. He'd like some new factions, which I completely agree on. I want to see some more factions. Whatever happened to the 7 Seraphs? They were in the promotion leading up to Destiny, and then they never were actually in the game. Of course, we know Osiris, which was going to be one of the factions, is actually a special event coming to the tower, hopefully in the future, so keep a lookout for that. He'd also like some new ships, new races, new events, new models for armor, new vendors, and a new area in the tower, which I really want to see. When are those big doors in the tower next to the speaker gonna open up? I want to see what's through there. And what about that space in the hangar where Xur sometimes sells stuff? What is that place actually for? Perhaps it's to do with one of the future expansions. The 5th floor says he wants more content in the tower, and I agree. At the moment, you kind of go into the tower just to drop off weapons, pick up weapons, hand in bounties. That's pretty much it. Perhaps maybe allow you to launch events from the tower. I think that might make the tower a bit more useful, but yeah, definitely add some more stuff to the tower. Wysin LF also would like some trading. And finally, FIFA 11 Skills Fan would like the Vault of Glass to drop some higher level exotics to match the exotics we have at the moment, and he'd also like more glimmer space. So that is everything you guys wanted to see in the future of Destiny, and I agree pretty much with all your comments there. If you guys have anything else that you'd like to see in the future of Destiny, be sure to leave them in the comments below and I'll read through all of them. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give the like button a big old hug and subscribe for more Destiny content and coverage. And if you like this, maybe I'll do some more things like this where I get your feedback, get your comments, and I actually put them in the video. And if you guys do like this and you would like to see more of this, then the next topic that I want to talk about is what you guys would like to see in the House of Wolves expansion. Having played the Dark Below, having seen the layout and the structure of how that works, where you go through the vendor and you have these new missions, strikes and raids, what would you like to see improved on for when the House of Wolves comes out? Let me know in the comments below and I'll be sure to do a video on that closer to when the actual expansion of the House of Wolves comes out later on this year. If you guys missed my previous video in which I played some Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer beta on one of the new maps, Regret, you can click the link on screen or in the description below. We are almost at 9,000 subscribers. I believe we're just over 20 subs away. It would be amazing if we could reach that by tomorrow, but thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate all of it, and hopefully we can continue to grow this channel with the Destiny content, the Halo content, and all the new games coming out this year, including Evolve, which I might cover. So if you guys would like to see some Evolve gameplay when that launches in February, and I'll be sure to do that for you guys. But I'm Mr. Bo. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.